Hello, and welcome to 20 Minutes, episode 18, titled Upping My Grindset. So titled because I need to up my grindset. I've been watching those Sigma male videos, and of course, they're ironic, like they're made ironically. But there's some level of truth behind having that level of confidence and grind and not and ability to not give a fuck. And I need to embody that, embrace it, live it, be it. I need to be the Sigma. And I say this because, of course, I kind of identify as one as much as, as much or more so than most people would. Because everyone would be like, oh yeah, I'm a Sigma male. But, there needs to be these actions taken to prove it rather than words. And not just like, oh, I have no friends, so I'm a Sigma male because I'm a lone wolf. I don't know, it kind of resonates with me. And I hate trying to or needing to. I don't know, I hate proving myself to other people. So the only person I ever want to prove something to is myself. Or to prove other people wrong. I love doing that. When someone's wrong, I'm like, oh, I love to prove them wrong. And that's been throughout my whole life. When in kindergarten, I wanted to be a lawyer because of that. Because I learned that lawyers argue stuff. And I love arguing. But as I grew up, I realized that there not many people are willing to have logical arguments. And they simply can't be argued with. So, what is up in my grind set? For me, that's sticking to the things I say I'm going to do. And I know I need to do. Throughout my life, I hate my butt chin. Gotta up my grind set on that. But throughout my life, I've usually known what I should be doing. And then, for whatever reason, I've identified it usually as fear. I end up not following through with what I need to do. Then there's also laziness or forgetting, whatever amount of excuses. And I don't believe in excuses. I'm not quite sure when exactly I adopted that mentality. Either late high school or shortly after. In high school. And it's just like, maybe it's even middle school, so definitely in high school. Because I was just awful at doing homework, like from 4th grade onward. Just couldn't be asked, couldn't be fucked to get my homework done. And I like, for a while, I would come up with whatever excuse and try to justify it, and then eventually I'm like, I have no excuse. There is no excuse. I just didn't do it, so, deal with that as we may. And so I hate when, I don't believe in excuses. So people can tell me their excuse for whatever, and I'm like, oh, okay, yep, sure, all right, yeah, oh, I get it. And I do kind of get it. But, of course, I don't, like, I just don't believe in excuses. And so that leads me to a very critical view of my life. And then with that view, the results there was a resultant. I don't know how to say like it results in me despising myself for being such a weak pussy bitch and not doing the things I said about doing, or not being able to will myself into doing things. And then comes to mind Jocko Willink's idea, or well, many people's idea, that willpower is limited. So you can't just will yourself to do everything. You gotta like develop habits and make it make it so there's no other option. And I had that. I mean, I still do. I just gotta work on it more. The ability to just like flip a switch and have there be no other option for what I'm gonna do. Like, I'm going to get it done, whatever it takes. I'm doing it, right? And I'm not gonna focus or worry about anything else until it gets done. And I've had that mentality at most jobs I work at, but I've never really, well, I've had some somewhat complex jobs, but nothing super, like nowhere near doctor levels of anything that I've done. Like technician levels of work, if that makes sense. Like, operating and putting together modular devices and weather stations and various projects, but nothing seriously complex or consequential. So I need to up my grind set. Then there's various aspects of my life where my grind set really needs to be upped, and my mindset needs to be changed to achieve the things I wanted to. It's too late. I'm a grandpa at this point, and I haven't done the things I've said about doing. I had my album 2019 Forest Hills Mind that I don't like my teeth either. Meth teeth. Kidding. Never touched that. But never got around to actually finishing the album. Then there's always various reasons. So I gotta up my grind set. I should literally be a centimillionaire right now. And I don't have. I might as well not have a single cent to my name. Honestly, I might as well not have a single dollar. And it would make a difference. Luckily, I'm not in debt. Which would be worse. But, yeah. So, give me money. Subscribe to my channel. Help me make more money. Make money for me. That's the billionaire grind set. You get people to make money for you. That's the only way you become a billionaire. You don't become a billionaire through hard work. You become a billionaire through other people's hard work. Alright, and that's part of what has kept me from pursuing money. And then the other reasons, power tends to corrupt. You have that maxim. Power tends to corrupt. Absolute power corrupts absolutely. Something like that. And so, fiddling with my hands here. I need like a fidget spinner, I guess. My 20-sided die. And there's a lot of stuff I want to do that I have, or want to do, I wanted to do, and I haven't done because my grind set just isn't there. And so recording this video is me trying to stick to push myself towards that grind set that I need. I have a billionaire mind, but I'm working with pennies. I'm out here begging on the street for pennies from people I'm twice as smart as, with way more capability to do things that I'm just not doing. And there's various reasons for that. I think, like I said before, fear is a big one. And then there's just, overload on amount of things to do. And time management as well. Just something. And writing things down. And yeah, these are all things I've worked on and known about throughout my life. But it's just, I've never just got them all pieced together to really make a cohesive life. So I guess the way to do it is to figure out a habit I want to develop and focus solely on that for 90 days. So I've had the idea of 90 days of hell for myself, and that would help me develop willpower and discipline. So I should still do that. 4 Sills 90 days of hell. So should probably do that for the end of this year. From October through December. The other thing is, one specific thing I want to work on is fasting. Going without food is hard. Not eating. And the other thing is setting aside time to make sure I do these things. I'm like, oh yeah, I want to do a 36 or a 72 hour or a week long fast. No food, just water, maybe coffee, and just vitamins would be the only thing I consume. Maybe spinach, I guess. That's really, really low calorie. Supposedly doesn't break a fast. But it's gotta work, gotta do these other things. And, how could I do that if I haven't eaten, or if I'm trying to work on my polyphasic sleep schedule, things like that, and just these terrible excuses. So, yeah, making this video, I gotta up my grind set. What is that going to entail today? This day, which is currently September 11th, 2021. A solemn 20th anniversary to the people who lost their lives. Other things. Let me list out some of the things I want to do. I want to push hard. So, video game wise, the video games are an insanely important part of my life. I want to grind hard in old school RuneScape on Group Iron Man with some friends. I want to grind hard on Diablo 2 Resurrected. I want to rage Gladiator in World of Warcraft on multiple characters. Should have already. It's actually pathetic that I'm not Gladiator. It's actually shameful that I'm not Gladiator in that game. Additionally, to play through Divinity Original Sin 2 on Honor Mode. Then to play Baldur's Gate 3. Even to play Baldur's Gate 2, at least. I don't know about 1. And then, I mean, what else do I have? I want to reach Diamond in League of Legends. That was a goal I had back in 2014 that I failed to achieve. And I'm looking to achieve it now. Then, my IRL goals are to get fit. I've been a little bitch about that. Yeah. So it's just gotta take hold of that inner bitch and beat him into submission and become the alpha omega giga Chad that I should be. And then I don't really need a ton of money, but I should literally have hundreds of millions of dollars, and I'm working with pennies. So I need to rectify that situation. Maybe try to develop anti-gravity. Like I said I was going to. Yeah, so I gotta keep up on my studies. And I want to become a doctor. But when you're working with pennies, paying for school is a bit tough. And since I procrastinated until the last day to develop my application for the school I wanted to get into, I got rejected from the one school I really wanted to go to, and didn't put in the effort I needed to at the school I did go to. And then this is an entire chapter in a book by itself, but took a short break and then decided I would resume schooling, and ended up working at the same time, and ended up having what I later learned is a nervous breakdown, and it's not going to the job or school. And then I would have passed the class I was in, but I missed the midterm because I was working, and too much of a bitch to work something out either with my professor or my place of work to where I could make it to the midterm. And so failed both of those at the same time. Yeah, like I said, I had a nervous breakdown. You don't know, look it up. I realized it when I was watching a video or an interview Elon Musk had. And he was like, yeah, I nearly had a nervous breakdown when I had my 3 companies, and one of them, and they were all going to fail or whatever. And I was like, wait, what is a nervous breakdown? Look it up. And I'm like, wait a second. I had one of those. So, here I am. Way older. Filled with wrinkles. Literal grandpa. And I need up my Grindset. I'm gonna, yeah, just the internal struggle. All right. Thank you.